Welcome to Generational Enrichment, where the journey to world class is evergreen, toil is the mother of virtue, and excuses don't belong. Begin what most won't. Talk like it's done, walk like you did yesterday. Have you ever felt like the people around you just can't see the possibilities for the future the way you do? This isn't about haters or people waiting on your downfall. This is about the ones who love you, your mama, your brother, your partner. They may mean well, but even those closest to you can mentally knock you off your pivot if they don't believe in your vision. Let me give you a real world example. 50 Cent talked about his relationship with Vivica A. Fox, how things didn't align even though there was love there. We're gonna cut to the video.
Dopest thing for me, bro, was hanging out with you, you telling me what you about to do next, and then everything you said you was gonna do all happened. I'm gonna have a son. Bam. I'm gonna do this movie, this production company. Bam. I'm finna do this. Right. Bam. Everything we talked about in the room, it was like, I'm like, okay. It gave me such a all right, this is how you gotta get angry.
That's exactly what my experience with what's the name was like. With Vivica.
Oh, with Vivica.
She thought I was just saying this stuff like I was overzealous.
Right.
But I had really the plan, like the layout.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm saying, and then
you had the vision.
And then she went off doing stuff that because she didn't
believe it.
Believe it. Like, and then it was like it felt like the court was dragging the horse.
Right.
And then I had to move away from that because it felt weird. Like it's like our publicists and stuff was telling the stuff to do.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this is crazy because she'd been on before me.
Okay.
She was making me feel like a little boy.
Reading the video, you can see that she was already in the limelight, had her own plans, but she didn't understand the structure of the program 50 Cent was trying to run. Fast forward later, in an interview with Vlad TV, she still calls 50 Cent the love of her life, but he had to let her go to chase his path. Let that sink in. Someone can want the best for you and still be holding you back. And if you don't make that hard call, you'll never make it where you're supposed to go. Sometimes the people around you don't dream as big as you because they never learned how. They're content with what they have, and that contentment starts to look like complacency. They don't see you making it because they never seen anyone like them make it. Maybe they grew up in places where ambition wasn't rewarded, just survival. Now, I'm not saying cut off people just because they think differently. That's foolish. A difference in perspective can sharpen you. But when you have a dream, you have to protect it. You can't expect others to carry it for you. Let me tell you about Brian Scalabrine, aka the White Mamba. People clown him, say he was the worst player in NBA, so he hosted open challenges. Anyone could try to beat him. Nobody could. Why? Because the difference between an NBA bench warmer and LeBron is still less than the difference between an NBA bench warmer and the average person. He made it to the NBA because he believed he belonged there. There's an ego with the people at the top of their game. You have to have that ego as well. Ego isn't all bad. Ego is part of ambition. Ego is part of the drive. You don't reach that level without convincing yourself of your worth, even when others don't see it. This comes from being around people who've never seen elevation done the right way. They only seen people stall out, settle, or crash. They might love you, but their frame of reference is too limited to imagine you doing more. And that limitation, it's not personal, it's inherited. They're not doubters, they're survivors. You've just chosen to thrive. So what happens if you let other people's limited vision guide your steps? You start downshifting your dreams to make others comfortable. You shrink your goals to fit their understanding. And the worst part, one day they'll act like they always believed in you. Revisionist history is real. Once you make it, everyone will say, I knew you could do it. Don't get caught chasing validation. Build a vision so strong that even when they forget your struggle, you remember your discipline. Now I want to know, has anyone close to you ever made you second guess your own dream? And before you get defensive, I'm not saying cut off your whole circle, but let's be real. Sometimes it's not hate, it's hesitation. Drop a comment and let's talk about it. Respectfully, because this is a place to grow, not finger pointing. Here's the truth. The vision is yours, not theirs. So even when they don't see it, you better see it. You're not responsible for making them understand. You're responsible for building it anyway. Because once it's real, their tone changes, their memory changes. But you remember who kept moving forward. If this resonated with you, like, subscribe, and share this with someone else who's walking a lonely road. They need to hear it too. You are all gems. No sumus gemi. Rare, refined, and forged by pressure. Truly world class.